am Storm, and you can too, and welcome to a review of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Episode 1, Season 1, aka the pilot. So, right off the bat, and I mean, I literally just stopped watching this, it is not bad. I wasn't jumping out of my seat at anything, but it really wasn't bad. First thing that they do is they give you a rundown of episodes 1, 2, and 3, and then they bring you into Order 66, and then what happened post. I don't want to give anything away, so this is going to be spoiler free, but you do see a fair bit of Obi-Wan. You kind of get to see his day-to-day and what he sees. You definitely get to see some Inquisitors. It was a very tame, almost walking on eggshells kind of episode. They really wanted to set the stage, it felt like, and I'm not necessarily anti that. I actually kind of enjoyed this retelling, this version of Tatooine. It's still a dark and desolate place filled with sand, and you're made to feel like nothing really has changed since the days of the Republic. The Empire just now shows up in the backwater and lawless. Very lawless. There's order, but only when the Empire is concerned. Other than that, there is no order. Speaking of light and bright, dear God, the sun is right in my eyes. Okay, so if I had to grade the episode itself, I'm actually kind of shocked that I'm going to do this, but I'm going to give it an 8.3. There was nothing there that upset me. There was no retconning. It was just storytelling. And that's what I'm here for, is a good story. I don't need a retelling of a retelling of a retelling of a story on Tatooine. I think we've all had enough of Desert Planets and The Chosen One. What we see is a beaten and battered man. Yeah, I know about the TPMS. We saw a beaten and battered man just trying to basically blend in with life. We see a couple of characters that we're familiar with, and honestly, it's good to see them again. And we've got a host of new characters, so whether or not my initial thought process on the Inquisitor is true or not, right now I'm leaning towards I'm pretty sure I'm right. But at least I'm somewhat interested to see what episode 2 brings. Alright, so recommendations. I don't recommend that you watch A New Hope. I don't recommend that you watch Rebels in order to get yourself psyched up for this. Don't watch Mandalorian. Don't watch Book of Boba, because none of that's going to get you in the mood for this. You basically have to walk in blind, or at the very least, watch the initial cutscene of Jedi Fallen Order, just to kind of get that feel of what's really going on in the foreground. This is a story that's going to take place while stories are taking place. So this is as close to a Star Wars story as you're actually going to get. This is a living, breathing element. sitting here driving to work, and I'm not really rethinking of episode 1 in my mind. But that's not a bad thing, like, honestly, because they dropped the second episode immediately following episode 1. Now I have to go to work, so this gives me a chance to kind of sit and stew on episode 1 a little bit, rethink it if I need to, but I really don't feel like I need to. I feel like everything is very much still in my mind. So when I watch episode 2, it's going to be the same kind of deal. I'm just going to be vibing with episode 2. I would like to congratulate Star Wars on not butchering episode 1 like Paramount and Halo did. And I would also like to thank them for casting Ewan McGregor, who absolutely kills it as Obi-Wan again. And you can see that they're kind of blending in that line of Alec Guinness. So 8.2, 8.3. Can't wait to see episode 2. And I highly recommend, thus far, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Tune in to my next video to find out how episode 2 either kept that train moving or slammed on the brakes. I'm Storm, you can too. Peace.